served. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. In Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want.
All of these years ago, Kanye knows what happened to his mother. I wish he would tell the truth about it. And now he's saying my mother was sacrificed.
Kanye West just crashed the timeline after spilling what really happened to his mama, saying the industry took Donda as blood payment for his throne. Sacrifice chatter has haunted Hollywood forever, but Ye is the only megastar wild enough to confirm the whispers. Fans have been yelling that he traded his mom for power, and now he's handing us the receipts straight no chaser. If you still believe he was clueless about that crash, rewind the clip. Dude predicted the whole scene before the headlines even printed. This storm started brewing back in 22 when he went on that anti-Jewish rant, and the whole internet wanted his head. Platforms yanked his tweets, Balenciaga cut the checks, Gap zipped the bags, and Adidas shredded the contract that made him a billionaire. One second he's worth 2.5 B, next second Forbes clocks him at 400 M. Poof, vaporized. Everybody blamed the Hitler talk, but the streets say that was just the shiny object to hide the real ritual. Ye's been wilding on minorities for years, yet they barely slapped his wrist. The punishment never matched the crime. He swears the elites came for his neck because he wouldn't sign the invisible contract, unlike the puppets on their playlist. Beyonce, Hob, Shaq, Bron. He looked straight in the camera and said they all inked their names in blood for the bag.
They control LeBron James. They control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
But Ye already spilled his tea back in 2015, telling a Q magazine straight up what he traded for the crown. When asked what he gave for the fame, he answered, "My mama, if I never bounce to LA, she still breathe. I can't dive deeper, I cry on this couch." News claimed complications from multiple nip tucks snatched Donda, but the streets swear she was marked. The doc holding a scalpel, Dr. Jan Adams, had a rap sheet longer than the Kanye rant. Body stacked, faces botched, lawsuits ranting. Dude was already fighting 2 monster malpractice cases when he wheeled her in. Callie's medical board was actually debating yanking his license, yet they still let him slice Donda, then shuffle her to the ER like it was a game.
The autopsy clear you of any involvement, do you think, in her death?
I think the autopsy speaks for itself. Period. You know, Larry, if I can jump in here for 1 second, one of the things that I wanted to address here today is you can say things about me, I can say things about you, and people can say things about each other out on the street. But Dr. Adams is a physician, and because he's a physician, he's in a position where he is not able to comment on any care or any discussions that he's had with any of his patients, including Dr. West.
Dr. Yan later slid through Inside Edition, again denying he killed Donda, but he tossed out fresh tea on how everything folded. According to Yan, Donda was left in the hands of Kanye's cousin, Stephen Scoggins, a registered nurse. But peep this. Instead of Stephen doing what he was licensed to do, he allegedly pumped her full of painkillers to keep her quiet, then dipped to attend a baby shower.
Nurse wasn't there. Her nurse was gone to a baby shower rather than taking care of his aunt. This lady shouldn't be dead. All you had to do is sit her up. And every nurse on the planet knows that. Her caregivers gave her, 20 Vicodin tabs in less than 20 hours.
Stephen wasn't having it though. He slammed the allegations and even showed receipts, emails with Donda the night before she passed, claiming he was on top of her recovery the whole time. He basically said, "Oh hell nah, you ain't finna pin this on me." And after cops dug through everything, they cleared him of any wrongdoing, which means Jan's whole Inside Edition spiel was straight cap. But Jan kept swinging, labeling Kanye a liar and hinting that Ye already knows the real reason his mama died.
End this by telling the truth.
And what do you believe that truth is?
The doctor had nothing to do with his mom's death. Donda West survived the surgery very well. She was at home.
Did anything during that surgery go wrong?
No.
Were there any complications during the surgery?
No.
Was there anything prior to the operation that gave you pause about operating on this woman?
No.
Soon as Jan's interview hit, anonymous execs started texting Ye death threats. And the first thing he did was screenshot the burner numbers and blast them on IG so the world could clock the coordinates if he suddenly ghosted. Harley Pasternak slid in right after with a 2-choice ultimatum. Option 1, we sit like grown men, keep it curse-free, facts only. No weirdo tweets, no goofy homies in your ear. Option 2, I strap you back in the psych jacket, pump you full of meds, and you spend forever drooling through playdates with your kids. Peep that word again. Back in 2016, Harley had Ye snatched in 551 at his own crib. No consent, straight jacket express. If Kanye wasn't sitting on dangerous truth, they wouldn't be this desperate to bury him under sedation and needles.
And I served. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His dad, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. All that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million.
But in pure Ye form, dude doubled down instead of ducking. In the weeks after he aired the Sacrifice tee, he packed stadiums with sold-out spectacles for his Donda rollout, every set dripping with cryptic flames. One night, he stood inside a burning replica of the tiny Chicago crib he shared with his mama, flames licking up his arms while the crowd lost it. Mid-inferno, Kim slid out in a wedding gown, veil dragging, adding brighter Satan energy to the already heavy ritual vibe. Fans clocked every triangle, every torch, every fire-lit frame and screamed, "Illuminati sacrifice recreation." One commenter typed, "Kanye ain't lying. If folks could see the spiritual war swirling around us, they'd straight panic." Another wrote, "Ye can finally talk because they already took everything. Long live Donda." Now I'm tossing it to you. Do you believe Ye is telling the real story behind his mama's mysterious exit? Or is this just another layer of circus? Drop your verdict download, smash that link for the next messy clip.